Hello and welcome to an extension of Chapter 7, working with systems of linear equations. And what we're going to do today is we're going to be graphing, solving using graphing. A lot of times when we come across real-world problems, the slopes or there's decimals, or if we try to graph them, they're really tough to graph and try to figure out where they cross at, or if the answers have decimals, it's just become tedious. And so there's a way to solve systems without having to do a lot of work. Now, you will be expected to do a longhand, but if you're ever working with this stuff and you're given a graphing calculator, then you should definitely take advantage of the functions that it has. So this calculator here can actually find the solutions for us very easily, but you have to know what to do. So please take notes on this. I'm just going to do an example for you guys. You can write down the steps. And then in class, I'm going to demonstrate this again, and then we're going to get into the word problems. We're going to read some word problems, write some equations, and then you guys are going to graph it using the calculator, and then find the solution. So this should be a fun activity for you guys. All right, so here's my system. Now these are already solved for y. So if they're not solved for y, we want to say solve equations for y first. In this case, they already are. So I just want to do a very basic example for you guys today. And then we're going to go to our y equals menu. So if you're taking notes, you'd say press y equals and then enter equation. So press y equals, then enter equations. And then hit press graph. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do all of these steps here. We're going to y equals negative x plus 4, and then 2x minus 8. 2x minus 8. Now you're going to notice I pressed two different buttons here. This is the negative button and this is the minus button. So the negative button and the minus button are two different buttons. So keep that in mind. Students have troubles with this. So maybe put a little note there. And oops, I need to press enter and put it into my second equation. I didn't even notice that. So let's try that again. 2x minus 8. Actually, you know what? Let me show you what happens if you try to put a minus here. If you try to put a minus x plus 4 and you hit graph, it gives you a syntax error. So that's telling you we can't do a minus x. So you have to do a negative x, and then if you hit graph, then it'll graph it. Let's enter in the second one. So 2x minus 8, and click graph. Okay, so they cross right there. Now I can't really see what that is. I don't really have to zoom in on it. If I wanted to, I could, but I'm more concerned with where they cross, and I'm trying to make this as easy as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to press second, and then I'm looking for, or actually, math. No, I'm looking for calculate. Let's see. Oh, it's up here. I sometimes forget where the buttons are. There's so many on these calculators. Second, calculate. Yep. Okay, and I'm looking for the intersection right here, number 5. So what you're going to do is press second, and then calculate. And then select intersect, because we're looking for the intersection. Okay, so that's next in our list of notes. So if we're making a list, let's just keep on going here. Okay, back to my calculator. We're going to select intersect. You're going to they're going to ask for the curves, because not all functions are lines. We can do the same process with any type of function. In this case, it says curve. It's because most things in math aren't linear. So you're just gonna want to select any point on this line and just press enter. Then it's gonna say second curve. Again, any point on this line, press enter, and then it's gonna say guess, and it's gonna give you the intersection right there. So it tells you your answer. So first curve. Press enter on one of the lines. Second curve, press enter on the other line, and then it's going to say guess, press enter one more time. All right, there's your notes. That is it. This process is very easy. It's just the buttons and the steps. But as long as you have these steps here, you should be just fine. And that's your answer. So I'm gonna go over an example tomorrow in class, and we will do some word problems because you guys could solve this equation, this system, really easily without using the calculator. What we're going to be doing is working with things that are more complicated and have larger numbers. All right, thanks guys for tuning in on this extension tutorial. I will see you guys in class. Thank you.